It is time for buy or sell, where I get a topic that I don't know what's coming, and I either buy it or I sell it. This has also gotten even more fun, Rhea, because now not only do we do it here, I also put it on Twitter and just get a bunch of responses, and then obviously my responses are here. But it's just turned into a lot of fun, so I like this.
For sure. I feel like your Twitter audience loves it as well. I see a lot of chatter under your tweets for it, so I'm excited. Let's go ahead and dive in. The first buy or sell is the Mariners make the playoffs.
Oh.
Are you buying? Are you cashing out? Or are you selling it?
The Mariners that have won 12 of 15, have been on a roll, have gone from non-existent in the playoff race to a game and a half out of a wild card spot. Look, this is tough. I'm going to buy the Mariners in the playoffs. Now, before the year started, I predicted in I had a bold take, a bunch of them. One of them was that the Mariners broke the longest playoff list. Is that a word? Playoff list? The longest drought without being in the playoffs in all of American sports. I believe they were going to get in, so I am buying that the Mariners get in. They are hot. They have been a lot of fun to watch. They've got me wearing this fun differential shirt because they're a lot of fun. This is from last year, but now they're having fun this year. I'm going to buy.
Okay, that's a good buy. I like that one. All right, so next buy or sell. Tony Gonsolin will end the season as an MLB leader in wins. And before you answer, he's currently tied with your brother Justin right now.
Oh, this is a good one. Tony Gonsolin ends the season as wins leader. I'm going to sell. And I'm selling because I feel like Tony Gonsolin just had an incredible first half. Like the best it can get for Tony Gonsolin. And it's been fantastic. He's had the best ERA in baseball. Is this repeatable? Can he have a 1.5 ERA all year long? I don't think so. I hope he does, but I don't think so. So for that reason, I think there's going to be a little bit of a regression to the mean. Now, I do believe since he's been in the big leagues, he's been a fantastic pitcher. So I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. I don't think he's going to have this ERA all year. I don't think it's possible to repeat the first half that he had in the second half. And for him to be tied in wins right now, the fact that I think there's going to be a little bit of a regression, I'm going to sell that he ends the season as the wins leader.
And with him being tied with Justin, do you think Justin will end up being the leader, or is it too early to tell?
I don't know. This is tough. I would love to say yes, but wins is a tough stat. Like wins is totally dependent on a team. Wins is a stat from the past. No, wins aren't really as appreciated much anymore. I'm sort of on the fence there. I still think wins matter as a pitcher, but I also understand and hear you that wins, a lot of it comes from the team you play on. A lot of it is luck. So I would love to say yes, Justin will end up as the leader, but it's just there's so much luck involved. I don't know.
Fair enough. All right, moving on to a team that's been really hot lately, the Cardinals. So buy or sell, the Cardinals win the NL Central.
The Cardinals win the Central. I'm going to sell. The Cardinals actually have not. The Cardinals have not been very good, and they need help. They need pitching help bad. Offensively, they're just expected to carry, Arenado, Goldschmidt, Edman, who I can't believe didn't make the All-Star team. Those guys are tasked with carrying this team. And when they're not doing it, well, you see what the result is. You see that they're not great. So they need pitching help. I'm going to sell that they win the NL Central. I think the Brewers are going to win that division. I'm actually on the fence of whether or not the Cardinals make the playoffs. Right now, with their team as is, I would sell that the Cardinals make the playoffs. They need to turn it around. They need to turn it around fast. There's teams that are playing much better. I think between the Braves and the Mets, there's a guarantee one wild card spot there. I think the Padres are in pretty good position to have a second wild card spot. And right now, I think the Phillies are making a push to grab another wild card spot, and the Cardinals need to figure it out, and they need to figure it out fast. So I am not only selling that they win the NL Central, I will also sell right now that they make the playoffs.
All right, so next up, buy or sell. Judge, Stanton, and Rizzo combined for 120 homers or more.
I'm going to buy. Judge, Stanton, and Rizzo, at this point, have almost 80 home runs combined. Now, at the beginning of the year, in one of my bold takes, said that the Yankees will have 3 players that do combine for 120 or more homers, which was at the time a very hot take because it's very rarely been done in history of baseball. I am now absolutely buying. I think they have a chance of getting to 130 or 140, obviously with Judge leading the way, but I am buying that ends up happening.
All right, so last but not least, buy or sell. San Diego's Padres Bob Melvin, Manager of the Year.
Bob Melvin will win Manager of the Year in the National League. This is tough. Let me think about this one for a second. So I would say right now, I'm just going to take you guys along this journey with me where my brain is going. I'm going to good teams. Braves obviously come to mind. Brian Snitker coming off a World Series. I'm going to say as of right now, and who I think will end up winning is Buck Showalter for what he has done with the Mets and the NL East. Buck Showalter has been fantastic. So has Bob Melvin. So to me, it's 1A and 1B. I would go Buck right now because they're winning the division. The Padres aren't going to win the division. If the Mets win the division, it is certainly Buck Showalter. If not, we could be seeing a toss-up. I do believe they'll both make the playoffs, but what they've both done can't be understated. We saw how talented the Padres were last year, but it just all fell apart. You bring in a guy like Bob Melvin who knows how to win, and he's done it with a team that wasn't near as talented in Oakland. A lot of credit goes to Bob Melvin, who hasn't even had his biggest star on the field yet. And on the other side, Buck Showalter deserves so much credit for what he has done with that team as well. A team that was, you have Max Scherzer and Jacob deGrom, and they haven't even pitched most of the year. Max Scherzer's pitched, but he's been out for a while. I'm going to say sell right now, and I'm going to go with Buck Showalter. Is that our last buy or sell for the day?
That was the last one.
All right. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.